Yo, yo, yo. What's up? It's D.Arthur. Talking to you guys about the difference between pleasure and joy. You see, now pleasure is something that is temporary, something that's instant. Let's say an example of pleasure would be eating, like, let's say eating fast food, masturbating, watching porn, um what else? Drinking, indulging in like alcohol or weed, um, doing something that, or having, let's say, like having sex, a momentary, or eating, let's say, cheating on your diet and eating a cheat meal, like um, having a slice of cake or eating pie or something like that. Now, these are all things that are pleasurable in the moment. In the moment, it feels good. Like, wow, you're feeling really good in that specific moment. But it's not. It's nothing that's long term. It's nothing that will have you feeling good all the time. It's something that's a temporary thing. Now, joy is something that's more long lasting. Something that may be joyful is getting married, like I guess having children. That may be joyous. um running a successful business, that may be something that people might find very joyful. Going to a job that you like, that's you're passionate about. What else is very joyful? Making your significant other like happy, serving others, being a blessing to others. Now, these are all things that will that do some is it's a little bit different than having pleasure, because these experiences will last a lifetime. Another thing that may bring joy is creating memories, skydiving, going with your loved ones to like Disney World or something, like, or going on an exotic place or something like that. Now, these are all things that in the future, you're gonna look back on and realize that, wow, that created a lot of joy in my life. See, the difference between joy and pleasure is, joy is something that you can look back in the next 5 years and say, wow, I had a good experience in something, and it's still carrying on to this day. But pleasure is something that's only momentary. Let's say you go back, you drive to your job, you come back home, you're not really inspired to really do anything, so you might just drink a couple beers or something like that. You might hit a blunt or something like that, and you keep repeating it over and over again. You keep wondering why you don't have any satisfaction in your life. Now, let me explain to you why you don't have any satisfaction in your life when you take part in these momentary pleasures. Like I said, something pleasure is only momentary. So when you decide to hit that blunt, or chug a couple, like take a couple Coronas or something like that, you're gonna feel good in that, let's say, 30-minute to hour to 2 hour to maybe 3 hour span. But the next day, when all of it is gone, you're gonna go back to your normal state, and it's not something that's fulfilling. A lot of what the masses do is try to create an excuse of when their next day off is. Let's say maybe Thanksgiving, Christmas, Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day, President's Day, Halloween. They try to look for the next day they're off, because their normal mundane day-to-day things, they don't have any pleasure in it. They don't have any joy in what they're doing. So they're always looking for the next day when they're off, so they can chill and relax. Now, this is how a majority of men, and I'm singling out men. We're talking about men. We're talking about men. This is how a majority of men think, or a majority of men carry themselves and go about their days. They're looking for that thing called happy hour. Notice how it's called happy hour, which means it only lasts for an hour. It's not something that's happy life. It's happy hour. People who aren't really fulfilled in their like careers, their jobs, whatever they do on a daily basis, use excuses like doing something like going to happy hour to justify their like lack of desire and ambitions to create a more fulfilling life. So they have to mask it with things like drinking margaritas or something like that, or whatever they're doing. See, people who are inspired and who are on a purpose-filled mission, they never feel like they have to take a break because what they're doing is already fun. Does that make sense? Now, someone who maybe like is a top round soccer player and he's ready to make it big into the European leagues or something, he doesn't want to take a day off because he is so committed and so obsessed with his vision and purpose in life that taking a day off would be counterproductive to what he is trying to accomplish. Does that make sense? Someone who is so purpose driven, so ambitious on what they have set out in their life, never have to work a day in their life because they have so much going for them. Now, this is what you guys, so another retort would be, so how do I find my purpose so I don't feel like I'm working a lot of days in your life? Well, the solution, I can't tell you what your purpose is. What I can tell you is what you need to start doing is start looking at the buffet of life and start trying out different things to see what you like. An example, this YouTube thing that I just started. This wasn't something that I was imprinted when I was born. Like, when I'm this age, I am going to start making YouTube videos. It's not something that, what I did was I whipped out my camera and I made a video. And then apparently some people, I got some good feedback, so I made another video, and then I just completely started making videos, and now this is what it's called, a YouTube channel. This is how all great people start.